Let the games begin.
Hey there YouTube, what? Chop, wit, and welcome back to the Hermit Gamers playthrough of X-Men Legends 2. In this episode, we're going to be pushing our way through Apocalypse's tower in New York, getting to the very top, taking on our act boss, and hopefully finishing up with this act. Now, obviously, I want to change up this team slightly. I'm just going to kick out two guys. I've already given the equipment to their replacements, so we don't need to mess around too much. I figured we'd bring one of the, the thematic teams. So we'll grab Gambit and we'll grab Rogue.
Double date.
That gives us the double date team, which is, team bonus is okay. It's more about the fact that this team just has pretty good synergy. You know, Gambit's extra energy damage is a great bonus for Jean and Rogue. And Jean's EP leech is great for pretty much everyone on the team. So, and of course, Rogue's Southern Shout is obviously a nice bonus for everyone on the team. Combine that with the team bonus itself, and you've got a pretty chunky team. Now, some of these characters haven't had a level up in it. It's like I haven't. They've got quite a lot of skill points that need to be dumped. So we're gonna just do that nice and quick. A little bit of Mario butter. Yeah, I think Gambit is gonna become really tanky in this build, which. I'm not entirely certain he needs to be this tanky. How's full house going, by the way? 3 cards? Yeah. 4 cards next turn. Alright, that's a shame. There's a huge power spike when you get an extra card. Ooh, do we want to max Prince of Thieves? Prince of Thieves and Energy Fury. I'd kind of like to get an extra point in Evade, because that's one of the things that makes this guy so tanky. But you know what? His body's up around 100, which is as good as anyone else, so yeah, he hardly needs it. I mean, he's already one of the tankier characters on my roster just with that much Evade. So, I'll take the Energy Fury, and I'll take the Prince of Thieves. And now that Prince of Thieves is maxed, we'll probably have some spare skill points to start throwing into Evade. Anyway, so I believe, yeah, Cyclops and Jean, they've only got like 1 level worth of skill points to dump, so we'll just get that done nice and quick. That's one boy. Cyclops good. I don't care about Polarized being 1 level lower, so let's go with the Visor upgrade there. And as for Jean... Oh. Damn. I was hoping to get Mental Guardian maxed. That's okay though. Mental Vortex doesn't need any more. Psionic Combat is now fully maxed, so yeah, Mental Mastery. And stat-wise, it's works for me. As for Rogue, let's just get that off there so we can actually see what
it's not for you to wear.
Let's give a nice big extra chunk of body. Rogue needs to be, tanky. It's a problem with Rogue is that she tends to have she needs focus. She probably needs a little bit more focus than that. She could probably do with having about 100 strike, 90 body, 90 focus. You know what I mean? But it's okay. I mean, she's not hurting as things stand. And I'm trying to get Reflective Aura max. It's one of Rogue's best abilities. It's more of a late game ability though. It basically just makes her invincible, bounces back all damage that anyone hits her with. In the early game, you're going to have many more situations where you're going to want to use Manic Slam, because the chances of actually dying pretty low. And 23 seconds, I mean, yeah, I think we'll get Manic Slam up. I mean, she's doing well. Manic Slam almost maxed. Got some points in Reflective Aura in the just on the off chance that we do need it. Like I said, Reflective Aura, I mean, the fact that it makes her invincible is nice. So you might sort of think like, oh wow, Rogue is kind of like the ultimate tank, just bouncing damage back at the enemy. It might sort of seem that way, but realistically, it's like, Colossus can do the same thing, Pyro can do the same thing, Sunfire can do the same thing. All those characters can make themselves invincible, but they also get double damage. Rogue doesn't. Not only that, but they max that extreme with about 5 or 6 skill points. With Rogue, it takes like 2-3 times that. It's crazy. Whoop. That was not what I wanted. Yeah. Probably going to be hanging on to Gambit for a little while here, just because a lot of barrels to smash. I can't see this dickhead.
That's going to be the mark.
Oh, look at the damage of these staff assaults now. Really nice. Oh, and those cards. Boom. And remember, that's that skill without card mastery. Like I told you, a card thing Gambit can be incredibly strong. He's kind of like he can be like similar to Magneto in the sense that his his primary move, Full House, is comparable to Shrapnel Sentry. Not quite as good as far as the crowd control goes, but far more devastating in terms of total damage because he does get card mastery, whereas Magneto doesn't get anything to enhance his total damage. What do we got here? Roberts. We gotta keep this boss on. And Jean. What are you doing?
Sure thing.
Rogue. Yeah, everyone get buff.
Okay.
Boss for everyone.
Sure.
Freaking Roberts.
Enjoy your nap.
Die, Roberts.
Guards! Guards! Release me at once or suffer the consequences.
I should have brought someone from the Brotherhood because we get to be like all sassy here.
I am Celine, the Black Queen, ruler of the Hellfire Club, second only to Sebastian Shaw. Now do be a good dear and open this cell, won't you?
Like I said, I'm usually a big fan of the voice acting in this game, but a couple of characters they just seem to get really badly wrong. Like Celine, she just doesn't sound right, and Sebastian Shaw again just doesn't sound right.
Why? Because I am the Black Queen, of course.
It's like I don't actually dislike her. Like the voice acting is obviously very good in the sense that like the way they're sort of directing her to say the lines, it's very good for what it is. It's just it just sounds wrong for the character to me at least.
You moronic oaf! You obviously don't know your place. I demand you free me at once. Oh, I do beg your pardon.
this quick
I
tone
don't know what
change.
came over me. It must be this dreadful cell.
Dreadful
If
stuff.
you would be so kind as to free me, I'd be able to give you information that would be quite beneficial to you. Yes, yes, it's just over there behind you. Now do be a good dear and take care of it quickly.
What do we got here? Ah. Freaking dickheads. What do we got? Ooh, it's health.
Got it.
Oh, Rogue is our tank. Yeah, a torpedo strike at
That was
this
fun.
point will just blitz pretty much anything. We don't actually want to go this way just yet. We want to head to those objectives. In fact, we could have gone to them first, and we would have been able to free Celine right away, I think. We shall see though. We shall see. But yeah, I was saying, so Gambit, you give me extremely strong because he gets the card mastery. Okay, so we can't actually get through that. I see. Okay, there's another arrow directing me. Alright, so it's been a while since I last did this. Do forgive me. Wait, that arrow is directing me towards Celine. Alright.
Now we have them.
You ain't got shit. Get fouled.
I'm pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah, obviously Gambit gets he gets card mastery, so you know, pretty big bonus to his damage. Yeah, we don't want to go that way yet. I'm not even sure that teleporter is active. I don't remember how we get into that next area. I think it's through here somewhere. You want to give me an item? Yeah, Gambit also gets a skill that increases his speed, so he can spam out those attacks faster. Oh.
Woo! That was fun.
Stomp on those fools, Rogue. Boom! Torpedo strike. Ah, get out of my way, fools. These like TV screens. They must be smashed. I'll take it. Now, I think there might be something up on top of Apocalypse's head there. That's like a big ass statue of Apocalypse. Let's just do any looting we got here. So yeah, card slinging Gambit can be very dangerous. And if you want to go like, you know, all in on the cards, his level 1 skill, just the regular card shuffle, also hits multiple times and can do quite good damage. But it's really a single target attack. It's terrible for crowd control. And it won't do as much damage as Full House. So but it's a seeking attack, so it never misses. It'll track enemies. So it's the skill you're going to be flinging out at range, and then when enemies get close, you're going to be using Full House. But like I said, I mean, look, even without Card Mastery, Full House is strong, and our version of Gambit has it anyway. And in addition to that, he's also, he's bringing some top shelf team support. So I much prefer my Gambit build in terms of what he gives to our team. Oh, Rogue, monster, you just smashing up these robots. Yeah, we need to start. Oh, stupid freaking trap. Yeah, we need to start smashing up these little like power nodes. Try to get that freaking trap. Go on, Rogue. There we go. You need to dodge all of these.
My target's down.
My target's down. Shut up, Gene. This is not X-Men the animated series where everyone freaking loves you. Yeah, beat the shit out of that robot. You robot. One more little power node thingy and we can get off this level and go rescue Celine.
Primary power source inoperative. Switching to backup power. All secondary systems have been shut down.
Give me an item. Now I know there's somewhere in this tower where we can like smash a bunch of walls to get into a kind of little secret area. But I don't think it's on this level. I think it might be in Sinister's lab. Get out of my freaking way, Scott. Seriously. I will throw your ass into a pit if you keep annoying me. Yeah, I haven't really been good with keeping our buffs on, but to be honest, we haven't needed them. Been pretty weak ass resistance. There, Rogue's dancing. Hold on, I'll smash this stupid TV. Bust up all Apocalypse's furniture. Hope you paid good money for it.
What took you so long? It feels like I've been waiting in that dreary cell. Why, if I've offended you, that was not my intention. I've just been locked away for so long. I'm about to lose my mind.
Gotta love those tone shifts.
Well, one does what one must in these difficult times. Now do be a dear and get out of my way.
And then she just magically teleports away. I think Celine can actually, well, no, she doesn't really teleport, but in the comics it's like she can move with the like bursts of very, very great speed, and coupled with like her telepathy, so confusing people, she can appear to teleport. As far as I know, that's how they retcon someone giving her teleporting ability, which I don't understand because it's already been established like by many writers that Celine is an extremely powerful magic user, so they could have just said it was magic, you know. Alrighty, let's see if there's some serious enemies here. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I like my Gambit build. I like most of my builds, you know, like the only one I'm really not all that sure about. Ooh, these guys are tough. Oh.
That's a lovely, lovely voice.
Wow. Very rare that an enemy takes more than one torpedo strike. Especially given that I should be getting a fairly chunky bonus on the melee damage from Gambit. Although I don't think he's put that buff on, naughty boy. I did call for team support. That should mean they put their buffs on, but they don't always obey you. That computer console apparently is made of the hardest stone. Speaking of buffs, I should probably put mine on. What is this?
What do we got here, huh?
Shit.
What is this? Huh?
Break all this stuff.
Stay near me.
You got it.
Help me take this creep down.
Alright.
Affirmative.
Jane's put her EP later on.
You got it.
Oh, no wonder he couldn't do that. Huge EP cost. think after putting all those buffs on, probably not the best time to be, you know, just sort of waltzing around smashing up environmentals, but yeah, whatever. It's not like you can't just put them on again. I tend to be a bit conservative with my EP potions. It's not like you can't go back and buy more if you have to. One thing about this Gambit build though is his primary attack skill is Staff of Soul. He really does need to have that buff on if he wants to do, you know, the proper damage. And look at that, it's doing like 340. I think it does about 200 with that buff. Which is not bad, it's just, you know, if you're going to be relying on it. Is this obelisk made of the heart of stone? No, it is not. I love the knockdown on Staff Slam. Like, it really doesn't matter that the damage is kind of weak. And I would never put points in it. Jeez, you do some freaking damage. You have some cards. Oh, you freaking ran away. Alright, come here, dickhead. Boom. Ah, très fabulous. That's... Actually, we don't need another très fabulous build. This guy's got some big time energy resistance.
I'm gonna pulverize you. Throw it, lords.
Boom. Yeah. Break. Is everything?
You bet. Will do.
Yeah, I want to see what kind of damage Jean is dishing out. Maybe it's here where there's something on top of Apocalypse. Or not? Yeah, like I said, I want to see what kind of damage Jean is dishing out when we get Gambit's buff on. Whew, these guys are tough.
Who's next?
Got it.
Yeah, Gambit still hasn't put that freaking buff on. I think he just put it on. Ooh, we got stunned. These guys are actually doing some real damage. It's like, first time in the game I've really like noticed when I get hit from a regular enemy.
Affirmative.
This obelisk.
Affirmative.
It's not made of the hardest stone. So, yeah, I mean, I've got to give the game some props. It's definitely getting harder.
Let's see what you got.
I think this is the spot. Yeah, I should have used Scott there, although, given their energy resistance, let's get rid of that combo shield. Smash up all these environmentals. And these guys are freaking tough.
Sugar, maybe you ought to rethink this just for dad.
Whoa. Yeah, so there would have been a homing beacon there. I'll take the EXP though. Down nice. So shout on. And yeah, I think there's a similar area on the other side where there is a similarly tough boss mob. And obviously we're gonna go over there and kick their ass.
Get him!
Girl.
Come on now, stick together.
Sure.
I guess y'all lose.
That's a
Gambit.
lovely, lovely voice.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Okay. Sure thing.
Quit your messing around, boy. These buffs on. That's more like it. And I think... Aha! Sage Pancho. Oh Oh, get out my freaking way, Gene. Oh! I really just hit that to like slow the game down and get a bit of a
I'm pretty good, aren't I?
chance to take stock. Considering the amount of damage Rogue was taking there, it probably would have been smarter to
I guess y'all lose.
Man, look at the stun duration on Manic Slam though. Gotta love it. It may not do the greatest damage. Like, I think if I'd used, say, Colossus there and used Demolition, probably would have just wiped those guys right out, especially with Gambit's buff on. Yeah, we're definitely getting to the point where regular attacks are not reliable. Like, if I'm running out of EP or if I don't want to waste EP, just spam smash. Smash will never miss. Oh my god, yeah, my freaking way chain. This mutated Prometheus is tough. Ooh. That obelisk was not made of that heart of stone. I think we've pretty well cleared this area out. Just gotta head back. Might be worth just extracting back, getting rid of any equipment. I might just fade to black for that so you guys don't have to watch. Alright, hold on. Just, you know, assumed our inventory is probably getting a bit clogged up. And I believe...
Hello, my friends. I trust all has gone according to plan so far.
Yes.
Just a minute, and I'll begin a shutdown of any defensive systems Apocalypse might have.
The furball here demanded that I come along as protection. Hey, what's going on?
Plot twist of the century, guys.
I stand corrected. Apparently, you're the one who needs protection.
I love how that voice just changes.
Well done, my servant. You have not only handed the fourth victim to me, you have delivered my enemies. This pleases me greatly.
So if you're familiar with Age of Apocalypse, I'm sure you guys can figure out what's going on. We've got a bit of a, you know, face heel turn with the Beast becoming Dark Beast.
For that, I am proud, my master.
And I assume that he was turned while he was in Apocalypse's captivity.
The beast you knew was erased back at the Savage Lands. I am now Dark Beast, servant of Apocalypse.
Oh, woo! And Dark Beast, man, that guy is fucked. Like, he is seriously evil.
Ignore these fools, Beast. Let us rendezvous with Sabertooth on the roof. There, we will complete the final leg of our journey.
Oh, they think these, like, pathetic little guys are gonna deal with this? I'm sorry, guys, but no.
This one's giving me trouble.
Yes. That's it? That was the trap that was supposed to defeat us? That's pathetic, Apocalypse. I thought you were supposed to be intelligent. That's barely even worth putting my boss on the floor. Here I was thinking I was going to have to pull out extremes and all sorts of fancy stuff. A lot of equipment, nothing particularly good. We should have hit Prince of Thieves before getting that weapons cache, but whatever, I'll take it. Yeah, as I was saying, Dark Beast, man, that guy is freaking evil. Anyway, I'll have to finish that thought later, because we're heading up to the Act Boss. And really, this hasn't taken long at all, so maybe I'll be throwing some danger room missions on at the end. Although, of course, we will be getting a, you know, boss fights take a little while, and we'll be getting a cinematic at the end of that. Then maybe I'll leave that till next episode. We'll see. haven't guessed by now who
My
boss
stars and
is.
garters. It appears the whole gang is here. Pity I have to leave. But first, let me introduce you to another member of the family who recently underwent a few changes.
That's a good villain laugh, Beast.
Hello, my dear friends. How do you like the new me?
Very edgy.
Oh, Angel. What have they done to you?
Refer to me by my true name, Gene. I am
Edgelord.
Archangel.
Mr. Sinister did this to you, didn't he? Brainwashing you wasn't enough. He had to rewrite your DNA.
So put him to sleep, Gene. You're one of the most powerful telepaths, like, in the universe, and you can't just put him to sleep? Fuck me, telepaths are useless.
Mr. Sinister opened my eyes, showed me that I don't have to be confined by Xavier's rules of morality.
No, Sinister has blinded you, corrupted you to think how he wants. You're just a pawn to him.
Don't try to use your psychobabble on me, Gene. I can see right through it. Thanks to Mr. Sinister, I'm free to revel in my powers. I don't have to be ashamed for being a mutant god who walks amongst weakling humans.
Powers, these freaking wings, that's it. You're pathetic. I mean, look at all the shit they've had to do to you to actually make you useful.
Angel, please, listen to me. Your mind is being controlled somehow. You have to fight it.
Put him to sleep, Gene.
Silence! I've heard enough, Gene. Why am I even wasting my time talking to you?
Because, Warren, despite all the changes, you're still Angel, and you know the truth.
Yes, Gene. I know the truth. Come, let me show you just how powerful it can be.
Now, ideally, you would bring a teleporter to this fight. It can be a freaking pain in the ass without a teleporter. But I'm pretty good at this game, and if you got someone who can fly, it'll get the job done. And realistically, I don't really have anyone like who's like amazing at killing bosses. Gambit's probably my best bet here.
Leave the teleporter arms alone!
Yeah, we gotta destroy these,
Look out for the raging cage! Get away from that teleporter arms!
teleporter arms, and Angel will be your
Leave the teleporter arms alone!
because he's pathetic, can't actually do anything.
Now the teleporter beam is out of control!
So now, yeah, the teleporter beam will freaking teleport us to the nearest teleporter pad, if we're not careful. And one thing we can actually do here is basically just loop for an infinite amount of time.
Look out for malfunctioning!
You can destroy all these like platforms when Angel's on them. We gotta get to them first though. And the teleporter beam will tend to follow whichever character you're controlling. I'm not really seeing where it is at the moment. Oh, here it comes. Alright, it got me. Alright, so this is why I'm in a new road. Oh, Angel flew away. So we gotta destroy these little platforms when he goes to hide on them. We can use the teleporter beam to destroy them for us. So this is can be a very confusing fight. That's why it can be a great benefit to have a teleporter on the side. You can just sort of zip into position. Looks like we've destroyed a few of those platforms. Angel's attacks are pretty piss weak. Pretty much ignored. Off base.
Keep that beam away from me!
That beam away from me. No, stupid beam. Ah, damn it, go. We destroy, I think this might be the last platform.
You need me no
choice but to destroy you.
Yeah, so here we go, alright. Oh, you should really like it.
Hurry down!
Will do.
You never were that good in a fight.
Is that Angel telling me that we were never that good in a fight? Oh shit. It was cars exploded. On land, you dickhead. Oh! Alright, this guy's pissing me off flying all over the freaking place. Stop shooting down.
No!
Again, that was really fun.
My master!
Yes, I see. His mind and body have been radically altered. Go on, but be sure to contact us once you're through. We'll meet you in the X-Jet. Not to worry, he'll be taken care of.
Now this area is one of the best places to power loot in the entire game. At the moment it's probably not really worth using Prince of Thieves because so many of these barrels and so on have been destroyed, but we'll go through the area at least and make sure we get all money or item. I should be rushing like straight to the barrels just to destroy them while I've got this extreme active, but I can always use it again. It's not like I'm gonna run out of extreme tokens or anything. But the thing is I mean, I can't show you right now, but there is a way to very easily just come straight back to this area once you're on the final act, and all of the barrels will respawn. In fact, we can literally just pop back down to Sinister's lab if we go to the right teleporter, and then just come straight back up here. All the barrels, because it's a boss arena, the barrels will insta respawn, and you can get enormous amounts of tech bits per run, especially if you have Gambit and use Prince of Thieves, or even just if you don't have Prince of Thieves, just bring the Raven Knights. You get 60% bonus to tech bits. You get tens of thousands of tech bits every time you do this. So basically, at this point in the game, money ceases to be an issue. And to be honest, items can kind of cease to be an issue as well if you want to do runs for the sole purpose of looking for, you know, fancy items. Maybe even try to find yourself the Hammer of Nimrod or something. It's definitely doable with enough patience. So that was the gubbins we got for killing Angel, and looks like we fully looted this area. So we'll follow Apocalypse. We'll get the this episode's. There probably isn't much I can cut from it. So realistically, once we're done with the cinematic, probably won't have time to do any danger missions. And I'll probably do them all at the start of our next of Act 5. I think we do get a couple of danger missions in Act 5. Maybe, yeah. There's some that we'll have to save till later, but we'll see. Anyway, for now, we're going to get our cinematic following Apocalypse, and catch you guys on the other side of that.
What's going on here? Where am I?
Cease your struggles. Those restraints are composed of adamantium, a metal which even your elephantine strength cannot break.
I'm gonna paint this whole room with your blood!
Though limited, your vocabulary is certainly colorful.
Oh, Beast got a smoky eye as well.
Do this! You're an X-Man! You're an X-Man!
I was an X-Man.
Having second thoughts, Beast?
No, not at all.
What of the Nexus? How soon until it is functional?
Syncing 4 genomes is no small feat. The energy generated by infusing these 4 mutant genes is far greater than had been guessed. Perhaps even more than you could cope with.
You underestimate me, Beast. Once I wield the power of the 4, I will be invincible. None will stand in my way, and I will see to it the X-Men and the Brotherhood are utterly annihilated.
Nice evil laugh there. Bonus points.
Thanks to your efforts, the remnants of Apocalypse's force are falling quickly. The authorities expect to regain total control of New York City in a matter of hours. You're quite correct. The teleporter at the top of Apocalypse's tower has led us to one of the pyramids of Giza. Yes, for all we know, he may have helped build this structure when he was a young man. Yes, but first we must locate Beast. He would have information on the machine Apocalypse has labored so hard to build. That device causes me the greatest amount of concern. Feel free to explore this area, but when you're ready, come and see me for more information on your next mission.
So, for whatever reason, the act area here is just really freaking big, but everything that you need is like over this side of it. So we got Forge here, we got our cache here, we got our, I think, yeah, trivia game, hero stash, a mission briefing, and we got these little library scrolls that will sort of tell us about Apocalypse. I think there's more down the other side, which is a bit of a long hike. Next episode we'll be exploring all that stuff, and we've also got Scarlet Witch here as a NPC. But what I did want to do was just check the dungeon room, because no, it didn't say qualifying exam. Maybe the qualifying exam won't actually unlock until I've gotten the other these three, because I'm quite certain that I picked up the qualifying exam. But once we unlock the X-Man level, we'll get the Legend level, which literally just involves doing the qualifying exams for all the base levels over again, except you're doing them on hard difficulty. And realistically, you shouldn't really try to do them until you're like level, 50, 60, and some of them, like guides and things recommend be like, level 70 or something for like some of the higher ones, like Strife. But honestly, if you've built your character strong, if you've got good equipment, if you bring a good team, you can trounce them, and you'll get like a huge glut of extra skill points from doing them all in a row, and obviously a big chunk of EXP, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, that's the way into the pyramid. This act is not particularly long. It'll probably only take about 2, maybe 3 episodes. There are 3 boss fights in this act, including Apocalypse. It's just yeah, go around here. I just want to see if there are more library scrolls down the back here. Oh, I wish I could just break all these little urns, these little pots. It's so satisfying to smash them. Unfortunately, I can't. These little things will disappear and reappear at random places. Now, what you can do is, as I said, to get back into that teleporter area, literally just go straight down there. You fall in and you reappear at the tower apex. So, that's our introduction to Act 4, or Act 5 rather, which we will be getting into next episode. Of course, we have the trivia game to play, we have some danger room missions to catch up on, and all that sweet stuff, and then we'll be getting in and rescuing Beast, getting our mission briefing and so on and so forth, and I'll be picking a team, hopefully some people that we really haven't gotten to see much of, maybe, a bit of a team combo that we haven't seen much of. Anyway, that's going to wait until next episode. Until then, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Hope you've enjoyed this. Watch out. Wait.